Okay, I think I'm live. I'm not sure. I'm trying to get this going a little bit. Let me wait a little bit. I'm gonna wait about 2 minutes to see if more people come on. If not, it's okay. This is supposed to be for like a replay, anyways. I don't mind the backdrop. It's early in the morning. It's about 9:30 or so Eastern time. So I'll be looking down a lot too because there's a lot of questions and stuff. So basically, this is a QA. We used to do these a long time ago for members and um, just to give another just more information on what's going on, so stuff like that. So let me see if I'm doing everything right here. I might be screwing all this up, so bear with me. Mm-hmm. That's my finger, by the way. You like that? Yeah, yeah, that's great. Hey, Art, what's up, dude? Yeah, I'll just go wait for a little bit. I'm just trying to work the buttons and stuff. I'm not used to these live things, so I'm used to being on live shows, but not getting one going. I used to in the past. Dustin, what's up, dude? Edwin, what's up? So I'll be looking over here too as well. I think the chat can come through here to not. So, and you might hear people coming in. You might hear things coming off, whatever. But anyways, because we're doing this from the HQ here, so I have the best internet here. So what is this show all about? It's not about views. It's not about me, unboxing anything, whatever. What's up, Josh? Um, Collector's table. I'm gonna come visit your showroom when it's ready. It's always ready. When is the show? That's one of the questions that I got too. What's up, Rob? Dude, happy holidays. Um, is when is the showroom ready? Well, we're scheduled for like spring for like ribbon cutting and stuff, and whoever's in the area can come. But it's officially kind of open. It's open. It's going to be a work in progress for a long time until we fill it up because it's a massive place, right? Well, massive compared to our old place and most shops. So it's about 7,500 square feet, and it's got balcony and all this stuff. Whatever, whoever's been here understands. Whoever hasn't been, just go. But anyway, so one of these shows, we should do these back in the day to just get some Q&A stuff out of the way because there's a lot of stuff, a lot of questions people miss out, and the world, and in our world of collecting, things fly by like this. You got one pre-order, all of a sudden the next day it's gone, and you don't even hear from it ever again. And that's what it is. What's up, Jedi Rob? Good morning. I know if you guys are driving, drive safe, and if you're at work, whatever. First day back. Um, so, so that's what this show is about. I'm gonna give it another 30 seconds before I get into it. I got questions already, some really good questions, but I wanted to get past a couple things. So today, shit, I'm just gonna start. Screw it. So today was supposed to be our business meeting, our last business meeting for the year, and we're gonna go through our goals for 2023. But we we postponed it for next week because there's a couple other things we want to work on. We have 4 projects. What's up, Brett? What's up, dude? Um, a couple of projects we want to work on going into next year. Okay, but we wanted members to understand what they're going to be. One of them is, I don't have it in my hand. It's over there. I totally forgot to bring it. Our gift cards. We finally got gift cards. So people have been asking me for a long time, hey, do you guys do gift cards? Not reward points, not the stuff you get on the website, but just gift cards you can kind of mail to each other and stuff like that. And we will have those for this year. So expect that when I figure out how to use them, because they're not just like Visa gift cards. They're a gift card that just made for us. So Ryan always says, may I visit as well? You're in Michigan, right? Yeah, we are in St. Joseph, Michigan. Ryan, yeah, so you can always message me and stuff. I'll give you the address and I'll tell you when I'm open, when I'm not open, whenever. But we're open. So I'm open today, but I'm not open every day. So you should always message me to say, hey, when's the gallery open? And if you don't follow us on Facebook, you should, because it's, what's up, Cash, dude? Dude, it's early, man. It's early. So you should always message me to see if I'm open, if you're in the area, not in the area. Right now it's winter, so I always get locals and I get a certain amount of people, but when it starts getting spring and summer and stuff, yeah, people start flying in here. It's not kind of seasonal, but it does because it's the Midwest, right? So, couple of things I wanted to talk to you about. I want to go down the companies and stuff, so you guys have a brief thing with the companies right now. So, what's going on right now is, of course, there's a lot of companies going to be closed until the first of the year. Great, I'm in Ohio and I'm planning a trip up there. Yeah, man, Ryan, just let me know, dude. I got a couple people from Ohio that come here annually, and we hang out. Bring a six pack, you know. We can go upstairs and hang out. I should have like my tables and stuff ready to go there. So the companies that are kind of on a break until January 1st, definitely a sideshow. Um, Prime One, Iron Studio, most of their operations will be closed until the first of the year. What's up, Jonathan? What's up, dude? You guys like live on on YouTube. You guys are just like dwelling on YouTube constantly. So those are the companies that are kind of, so Iron Studio's out of the way too. What is kind of working? They're still working, but just ask me, are they still shipping stuff? I think Sideshow is constantly shipping now. They're trying to get a lot of stuff out of their warehouses. But some other companies are kind of stop doing things until January 1st. So if you have like slow replies from them and stuff, that's the reason why. We get a lot of slow replies as well too. Things are kind of, we get emails jumped back and they're like, hey, we'll be gone until January 1st or January 3rd or something like that. So this is the time of year where everything kind of shuts down. And put this on your calendar too. I forgot what day it is. Maybe Jonathan knows, or Cash. These guys kind of follow too much on the dates and stuff. When is the Chinese New Year? That's when everything shuts down. I'm thinking it's maybe February or January, but that's when like 2-3 weeks you're not going to see a lot of things coming in for sure. That Chinese New Year. Once that kicks in, Hong Kong, everything kind of slows down. So one of the news things, so back to the business thing. So one of the big announcements for 2023 would be we are officially working with What a Workshop, but directly. So directly What a Workshop stuff. So we will have, of course, you guys know about our discounts. We'll have bigger discounts with What a Workshop. So anything you want to do with Weta, which they're really good with, of course, Lord of the Rings stuff, Jim Henson stuff, fantasy pieces and stuff like that. So What a Workshop will be one of the direct accounts we have as well too, just like PCS and Diamond Select, Gentle Giant, Pure Arts, and stuff like that. January 22nd, Year of the Rabbit. Okay, cool. Thank you. See, I knew these guys. These guys are pros at YouTube, guys. Yep, January 22nd is your Chinese New Year. Okay, so that is, put that on your calendar to with one where how that's going to shut a lot of things down. Okay, for shipping and kind of releasing and stuff. I don't even think, and then all of a sudden they'll crank back up, and then I think even Hot Toys sends out like 6 at a time or something like that. But it could be a different kind of year when it comes to shipping too as well. And one of the other things I want to talk to you about is another thing that will shut you down too is this Hong Kong COVID thing going on. Yes, it's real, and what are you talking about? COVID's been around, right? So not necessarily. So China and stuff have been very strict with COVID and keeping it at bay, but they're at the point where, you know what, screw it, they opened it up and they just can't take the financial strain of what COVID's doing over there like they did over here. So what they're doing now is China's letting everything open, and then they're getting COVID hit constantly, right? So that might shut things down too as well. Prepare for stuff like that to happen, but then again, if you're in this hobby, you know you have to be very patient for stuff. My biggest company issue right now is Prime One, as always. Prime One is kind of hard to get things in a timely manner. So if you see like an ETA on something new that comes out, I don't know, like they just did a showcase. Anything new they see and they say, hey, yeah, Q3 of 2024, add like 6 months to it, 6 to 8 months. Just do that for your own peace of mind, because it's not gonna. I mean, we just finished our Heath Ledger Jokers, and now I'm trying to ship out some Resident Evil stuff and some Lord of the Rings stuff, and I don't even know when the next boat comes in. So, and for XM, anybody who's waiting for XM, good morning, Spence Comics. If anybody who's waiting for anything else, XM wise, I think Red Hood's the next one, but that's the next batch, right? That's the next boat. And then after that, I have no idea. And it's just that chaotic, you know. But Sideshow is Hot Toys are pumping things out. So if you're waiting for Hot Toys, this should be coming pretty good. And even Diamond's kind of behind as well too. Um, so I'll lie. I lied. So Prime One is one of the companies, but anybody who's waiting for any Mezco toy stuff, I don't even know if that company is going bankrupt or not. I have no idea what Mezco is doing. To the point that I'm kind of backing off of them a little bit. I'm only ordering 2-3 things from Mezco. I mean, this is what, if anybody remembers, Chronicle Collectibles used to do. Chronicle Collectibles got delayed so far behind because they had no money. Right now, Mezco is just kind of, what's up, Sick? Good morning. Are you up this early, man? Damn. So just be on a lookout for Mezco toys. If you collect those I think it's 112 or I think they're 112. They're like 6-inch figures. So be careful of that stuff. I'm gonna stop ordering a lot of that because what happens is if you're backlogged on that and all of a sudden they go bankrupt, you might not get your money back, and then the company might not get our money back. So then all of a sudden, like we're all out of, we just don't have shit. So be on the lookout for Mezco toys. I have no idea what's going on with them. So one of the questions I had here, let me go into the question too. Shit. Hold on, give me a second here. Where's everything at? Guys, if you have questions too, throw them in there. The banner came in, it's huge. Okay, yeah, all right, Sick. You told me you had the banner 2 months ago. He's supposed to have a banner. So Sick's supposed to throw a banner into this gallery of ours, but he hasn't sent it yet. You're not the only one, dude. You're not the only one. Trust me. You get back, you get distracted, and you're done for. So I'm trying to go. So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to get into here to see people's questions, because what we do is we post a Q&A first, and then people who can't make it or they want some questions answered, they have time to write it down here. So I'm gonna go with Howard's first. It appears Sideshow is ordering less quantities from Hot Toys, as evidenced by a low quantity alerts and figures to wait list. So yeah, so a lot of guys in here are not Hot Toy guys, but if you are, you're seeing things go on wait lists and stuff. So his question is, from the U.S. retailer's perspective, has the lowered of quantities on Hot Toys being allocated to me? So he's asking, if they're lowering their orders, am I losing my allocations? Right now, no, absolutely not. I haven't seen, they haven't told me I'm dropping anything. They increased it and then they keep it. Now what they're doing is the FOMO real? Is this like, fear of missing out stuff real? Yeah, I think it is real. They told us, they called us, they emailed us and saying, look, so what happened is that 2019, 2020 demand bubble is gone. It used to be like 3 times the amount of what you were ordering, but not anymore. People have just kind of, some people left the hobby, some people just want to go back outside, stuff like that, and they had this hobby. Is the demand for Hot Toys still high? Yeah, it is, but it's not as high as this craziness. This COVID thing has created this crazy illusion to all these companies, and it's not just Sideshow. It's Walmart and Target and all these companies that have so much inventory, and that's why for the first time in my history, well, anybody who's been following Sideshow, there's like buy one get one 50% off, or 50% off, 40% off on Sideshow stuff. They're losing money. They are losing money, or breaking even, one of the two. And that's because there's just so much stuff that they ordered. So what they've done now is, of course, a good business move is, hey, we're not going to order that much. Okay, we're just going to do this, and they want our numbers in pretty quick. So we're going back to so what was going back to our company back in 2000. I would say the end of 2018, 2019 was, we'd have a Hot Toy on the website or a statue or something like that, and it would sell out like that. And then people are like, are you getting any more? I'm like, no, I can't. So they're going back to that, and people are going to miss out on a couple of pieces. So is that FOMO real? Yeah, it is. The Hot Toy, like the new Anakin's gone for us. I'm going to try to beg to get a couple more, but they're probably going to tell me no. Back in the day, give me a year and a half ago, they'd be like, hell yeah, how many more you got? Now it's like, okay, we're done. Same thing with the Padmes, or same with the Love and Thunder pieces or whatever comes out now, hot toy wise. That's what's going to happen. That was one of the biggest complaints of our company from members was, guys, you sell out so fast, and it's like, I mean, it's just the allocation so fast. Don't wait if you have to be your collection, PO it right away. Yeah, I mean that's what I hate saying that to people because people have been conditioned. Especially there's a lot of new collectors been conditioned going, oh they're gonna put this on 30% off anyways. I know they're not. This is a very rare thing that's happening. If you want something PO, just PO it, and then my advice is I just pay the whole damn thing and you're done. You have to worry about it. I think there's a second part to this question. If so, can you give us the estimate of how much allocations are being reduced? Okay, like again, it hasn't been reduced to me, but I am limited to what I get. Sideshow does not match. So if they get 2,000 hot toys, they're only going to give me 24, right? That's because they know if I go into if I get 500 hot toys, let's say they make 500 hot toys, and all of a sudden 250 goes to them, 250 goes to me. Price wise, you understand? I'll outsell them, and it's a good business move for them to keep it low. So Brody said, okay, here's another question. Even if an item is sold out on our website, but it's still on PO somewhere at Sideshow, can we inquire? You can get more allocations of it. Back to that. Yeah, it doesn't hurt to ask if you need something like a Prime One piece or. So that's the thing. See, a lot of companies get their stuff from Sideshow directly. We get our stuff directly from the companies, like Iron Studio, we get it directly. PCS, we get it directly. What a Workshop now, we get directly. There's a lot of companies that we just do it through them, right? So you can always call, and I can call them, and sometimes they'll say, hey, look, I got a couple of them in the warehouse. Yeah, can you get them? So just ask me. If it's 3-4 years old, I'm not gonna get it because they're gone. And 2, we don't flip prices, so I'm not gonna flip the statue on you. There are companies out there which that's their policy. I don't care. I'm not saying they're right or wrong. That will buy 5 statues, hold on to 2 of them, sell all 3, and then 2 years from now we'll pop it back up and they'll try to flip the price and stuff. Which is that's the market, right? That's if you buy it, you buy. If you don't, you don't. But we don't do that. So to answer that question is, don't ask me for stuff like it's been around for 4 years, but ask me for stuff that's been around maybe a year and a half, 2. Never know. To answer that kind of question. So that was Brody's question too. Also, too, this is the time of year, guys. You should. I've got a lot of questions with like refocusing your collection. Hey, what's up, dude? What's up, Joe? Yeah, it's kind of like so refocusing. What does that mean? Like, there's a lot of guys that are just like, hey, I'm not doing 1.3 anymore. I'm doing 1.10s, and they're start selling their stuff or getting into a new kind of thing. What's up, Chris? I'm trying to do this early in the morning, man. So I got to do shipping. So yeah, let's see. Do you have any estimate on the Hot Toys edition size or on the average? If so, now let me see. Weight less faster. Oh yeah, that's a good question. I know they've cut it in half. It's cut in half, man. They're not. I think the demand for Hot Toys was about 3 times what it was supposed to be, and it's not that. Not many people. There are not that many units out there. People, there's Hot Toys. You think Hot Toys are everywhere? They're not. They really aren't. They're just not. They're just. They're still pretty rare, and they. I don't think there's. I wouldn't like maybe. Gosh, I couldn't tell you the estimated number. I'd be surprised there's only maybe 7,000 of them. And then maybe when COVID hit, 15,000. You know what I mean? It's like this big bubble. I don't think it's that many. And if you notice the communities, it's always the same couple hundred people that post, and then after that, maybe there's casuals that will pick up a hot toy here and there. But it's always the same kind of. It's that community, right? Yeah, we were small, especially at this price point, right? Now, if you tell me Black Series Hasbro, God, it must be 80,000 of them, 90,000, 100,000 of them. So, but yeah, for that price point, they don't make that many. And it takes a long time to make them, right? It takes a long time to make them. So, when it comes to that kind of stuff, and that's all I forgot I was going to tell you guys. Oh yeah, So this is the time of year people also kind of stop doing what they're doing and then they switch to something else. You can always ask us that too. I have 4 people I'm working with directly going, okay, well, you just tell me what you want and then I can kind of show you things. I'm not going to sell you anything, okay? I'm not going to be like, well, you should buy this because this one's better, or I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is, hey, I'm looking for something smaller with this kind of quality, or I'm looking for a life-size piece. I'm looking for silicone pieces. I'm looking for, plastic PVC pieces. Then I can kind of show you models. Think of it as a car dealership. You come in and you kind of like, okay, I'm looking for this, that, and this, and then I'll direct you in that way. But then you can do it. But this is the time to do it because there are changes happening, right? This year is gonna be very interesting, the 2023 year, because there wasn't any 12 days of sideshow. There wasn't any new big. I don't know if you guys remember, but 2-3 years ago, or every year, there used to be this big reveal party in the end of the year and new products coming out and new premium formats and stuff. Well, they're not going to do that until they get rid of all this old stuff. And what is this year going to look like, right? So the people who are the economic guys, this is when your recession's really supposed to hit this year, I think. For certain things, like this hobby is kind of recession proof, to be honest with you. But we try to budget as much as we can, but it does stop production of what's stopping production right now is space. You think you have problems with space in your house? You can imagine these companies that are pumping out and holding on to this stuff. They have warehouses full of boxes. No, they're not selling out. When J&D says, hey, we sold out in 5-10 minutes, no, they did not sell out. They sold out to distributors, and then distributors have to pump it out. So don't fall for that kind of stuff too. Josh says they must still have so much stock still left in work. Yeah, they have tons of it, man. Tons of stock. Don't let it fool you. So so it trickles down to they're not going to order as much. They're not going to produce as much. So I think the last piece I've seen Sideshow do that has a big reveal was the Pro Droid, the premium format one. New stuff comes in. Yep, that's what it is. So be mindful of that, but be very patient. And this whole illusion that passed from 2019 to 21 into the beginning of 22 of things just pumping out, that's gone with, okay? And then that's not reality. And I know it feels like reality, and it does feel like reality to me too, but that's not the reality of this hobby. Things have slowed down. Artists are going different directions. There are artists leaving these companies as well too, doing their own thing. That's another subject, another comment, whatever. But yeah, like I was telling you, this little segment show we're trying to do here is just to inform you on stuff. Ask us questions, and I can kind of help you a little bit with the industry and stuff like that. So let me see another question too. There was one or two more questions, guys. Throw them in here in the comments too if you have any. Sideshow still has to terrible Gal Gadot Wonder Woman that they had 3 years ago now. Yeah, dude. If they don't hit a home run on something, I can imagine they have a warehouse full of little, the Child premium formats, right? They must have made 20,000 of those things, right? Which will they get hot again? They will get hot. Hey, Cindy, how are you? They will get hot again once The Mandalorian season 3 hits again. You know what I mean? Things do sell. So I have things in here as well. So here's a good example. I have things in here that I've had since very, very few, but a couple of things in here that I had since maybe 2020, right? But all of a sudden, overnight, all 3 of them sell, or it just happens, and then it all rotates out. So luckily, we do well with that. We don't keep things that are here forever, but they are things that will sit on a shelf, depending on what it is. Josh had a lot of questions here. Seems like the question of the season is where if the PO items go on waitlist, is it truly a quantity offered from Hot Toys or getting off the wait list due to cancellations, pre-orders, blah blah. There's no second round of orders anymore, Josh. I'm almost positive there is no second orders. They will do. I think they've experimented on the re-releasing stuff, which people don't like. They'll reissue on an anniversary or something like that. They might pop up with a new, Count Dooku or something like that. That you've missed out because it was a big seller. Or back in the day, Prime 1 will come out with a new, like Prime 1 Showcase. I don't know if you missed it, but Showcase 2 had Superman Hush and and the Batman that used to be on 1.3, now it's in 1.4 format. And now, if you noticed, Prime 1 is scaled down to the 1.4 stuff. Constantine is 1.4 and 1.3. Why just not 1.1.3 like they always did? This is a company move, right? So now this Superman Hush, where everybody missed out on 1.3, which 1.3 is massive. 1.3 is huge for most people. You get under quarter scale. You know, no, the debate is, value and this and rarity and stuff. Once again, I argue with all the YouTubers that these companies don't care about your edition size. They don't care about that. It's about making money, which I think it is. I know you have a monthly discount codes, but do you have any larger annual sales as well? Just curious. Ryan, are you not in the, if you're not in the Cantina, the Collector Zone Cantina, so Collector Zone is the company, Collector Zone Cantina is our private group. If you're in our private group, that question right there, you get discounts all the time, all the time. And we're dropping a new code today, I think, or hopefully for the newsletter one. But there are different codes. And yes, we did a whole Black Friday sale. We do sales for charity and all that stuff. Josh, I missed that comment. I don't know if I can go back and see it. I'll go this way. I see here. Because I'm crazy. Yeah, I think people are hoping that is a new 3 or 4 batch. No, there's no 3 or 4 batches. This whole first batch, second batch, like the Tour Wonderland thing, all that stuff. Hey, well, if you buy the first batch and come fat, that's all gone. I think it's all gone. History, unless there's another crazy COVID. Knock on wood, please. I don't have any wood somewhere around me. Anywhere. Cardboard. That's paper. Got it. I am not on Facebook currently. Yeah, Ryan, if you're not on Facebook, a lot of people, what they do is they do kind of just dummy accounts. Get your it's a private group too. There's a lot of people in here. The Cantina, they can maybe kind of tell you that we don't mess around. We don't do politics. We don't do bullshit. No negativity. We try to support as many YouTubers and as much positive people we can. It's a very private group with the top, in my opinion, the top people in the industry and in the hobby. You got some amazing, incredible content creators and artists and company heads and stuff like that in that group. We want to keep it that way. I'm not going to deal with kids or people complaining or, bringing real life issues to stuff that, this is a hobby that keeps people away from reality, which a lot of us want to stay from. Join the group, Ryan. No drama. Yep, there you go, Josh. See, he's part of it too. A lot of these guys are too. So that was that question. Jeez, God, I get distracted with so much stuff. There's so much info. Let's see what else we had in the questions. I think Josh had another question. Any thoughts on if we move to a pre-order only model when manufacturing volume is solely based on the number of pre-orders? Certain, Josh, it's been like that forever. It's been like that forever. There are certain companies that some people like, oh my God, they'll come whisper to me and saying, I'm going to order this right now because it's going to sell out. And I'm a terrible business guy, and I'm so honest. And I'm like, dude, it's not going to sell out. There's an open pre-order window. So let's go back to that question about, not question, but that debate that I have with a lot of hardcore, awesome collectors that were in this hobby for a certain reason, and things have shifted, right? This piece is only 250 made. This piece is only 100 made. If XM only made a piece that's 499 audition size, that's so much better than Sideshow's Ahsoka, Rebels one that's like 9,500 pieces. These guys are for the collectors. These guys are just for profit. My argument is they're all for profit. Okay, so what happens is Prime One or whoever, or Hot Toys or whatever, anybody will open up the window for pre-order, and then they say, go, you got 2 weeks to get all the pre-orders in, and then that's your edition size. That's it. That's your edition size. So when Prime One makes 250 pieces, because that's the only amount they can sell. If they they can say, well, we're going to make 250 because it looks like we're going to make 250. If they made 1,000 of them, because they can sell 1,000 of them. So it's not really edition size, you know what I mean? I think you are supporting since one. Yeah, thank you. Welcome, Sick. Yeah, absolutely, dude. Keep bumping it out. I see. It's interesting. Yeah. So, but back in the day, Josh, that's what would happen, right? So back in the day. I'm saying 2019 to 2021 into 22. You get a pre-order for a hot toy, it is 3 times the amount of what it used to be. Now it's going all the way back. They're cutting it right in half again, back to 2019 numbers. So the FOMO is real. Like I'm starting to sell out on all my hot toys again. I'm selling out constantly now, back to what it used to be. All the Attack of the Clones stuff is almost sold out again. People are going, oh shit, why is it waitlisted? Because that's it. They're done. They're done. And this is not a guess, okay? This is not a guess. We've had phone calls with companies and distributors going, you need to get your numbers in place, and this is your chance to, because we can't cancel anything. You know, cancellations, payment plans, all that stuff, that comes through us. This is a personal thing we're doing for members. But when it comes to companies, they don't allow you to cancel without, there's tons of penalties, okay? And you don't want your company itself to be, you know, flagged as, oh, here's one of these companies that wants to order shit, and then when they don't pay, you know what I mean? That explains why you'd see Sideshow open up pre-orders for the premium format and not see edition sites. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. So they do, and that's a smart business move. Smart business move, okay? But we're not allowed to cancel. We're not allowed to do these certain things, and now it's gotten worse. So let me get back into that, guys. So if Ryan, if you're still in here, whoever is going to listen to this, you know, on a replay, if you order from us, okay, the discounts, the people who already know about our discounts and you're a member, solid. I can even attest that. I can tell you this, that we have one of the best prices, period. I'm not trying to sell us. It's the way it works, okay? However, make sure that you know you want this thing 100%, because our NRDs, which is a non-refundable deposit, which is completely different than a down payment, because payment plans, we don't even do automated, that's a different subject, but an NRD is completely different than a down payment, okay? For some companies, they like to mix it up with the wordage, and then you don't know what you're doing. A non-refundable deposit means if you order this and I go through the trouble to buy it for you and put you on a payment plan, or I'm holding it for you, or I've reserved it for you, there's a penalty that I have to pay that you will pay as well, okay? Ours is so high. Ours is 20%, and they're talking about making it higher because they're not playing these games anymore, because they know that this whole recession line's coming in, and they know that through 2019, I keep saying 2019 because COVID hit. Whoever 2019, 2022. Hold on, that's my UPS guy, but he'll be there. Yep. So what happens is, people have been like, kind of, hey, well, I can get it here, I can get it there, I can cancel, I can do this, I can get it for a better discount, which is not the consumer's fault. I do the same thing, because if you got Sideshow selling you a piece that's $200, and then the next week it's 50% off, I'd be pissed, right? You'd be upset. Jerry, what's the story on the FTC and deposits? The Sideshow now has to get customers to click and check back and have the refund. I think that had to do with their wordage. You're talking about hey, do you still want this product, right? Without the NRD or something like that, they have this big disclosure that comes to you. We don't have that, but they've been doing that to people. I think it's to cut their numbers as well too. They want to make sure that you want this product so they can cut down their order. I think that's what it was too, because they've saw the problem coming, and they're like, well, you know, we're going to come in here and say, do you still want this product? And this is kind of like, this is your only chance. Yeah, the product's delayed, right? Yeah, so they're trying to do is, I think what Sideshow was trying to do, because this is the only company I know that was doing it, please correct me if I'm wrong, that they would come and email you and say, hey, this thing's gonna be delayed another 6 months. You know what? You can cancel it right now and don't worry about it. Or hey, you better hit this button. If not, we're just not gonna give you this item. Or we're gonna cancel it for you. I think it's because they over ordered, and there's a lot of things, and they saw the problem with their warehouses coming in. So they were trying to cut down on their costs and their orders, which was a good move as well too. I mean, you saw it, but they still got hit pretty hard, and a lot of other people got hit pretty hard. There are warehouses full of XM stuff. There are warehouses full of Prime 1 stuff. Look at Prime 1. I mean, Prime 1 gives away stuff at times. Sure, you don't know what condition is coming in, and you don't know when it's going to show up, but they got statues that are just, they're giving away 40%, 50% off. Luckily, we give you the big discounts in the beginning, and you don't really care. But other places, I'd be upset, right? I'd be like, Well, I just bought it from Sideshow, which is not, even Sideshow's giving away Prime 1 pieces, and that's because they buy them, they up the price. You know, what I mean, it's a distributing thing, right? This is the time to buy stuff, but it will all go away. And then the new Prime 1 pieces, everything that's new now, is going to be very limited to whatever, you know. And if they don't do that, they will go out of business. I think a lot of companies will go out of business or in massive debt. So that's why I'm like, you know, watch out for Mesco Toys. Does anybody knows anything inside of Mesco Toys? They don't come out with anything. They're delayed for 3 years, 4 years. They're not that big. These figures are not that big, and they're not that, you know what I mean? They're really nice, but once a company starts doing that, just keep your mind out, keep your eye out on that company, stuff like that. So for our company as well too, we got some things. I can't announce them yet, but the only one I could was Weta Workshop. We do have a new account with them. There is another company that wants to work with us, but we have to get everything done, and we will announce it real soon. It'd be very cool. We're at like 80% done with it, and then we'll announce it to everybody. And it's kind of a very important company, but we'll try to get that going. I wish I could announce it now, but I can't. And like I go back to, like I said, we'll have gift cards this year. Our new location will continue to grow. Let's see, CT has Sideshow directly contacted distributors, retailers, warning, change ordering. Yes, CT. I said that about 20 minutes ago. I know you just jumped in, but yes, they did. They call us. Sideshow's a really good company. Sorry guys if you don't like them. They're a really good company. They work with us very well. We've worked with Sideshow for a long time. And yes, they call us and say, hey, look, we see this in the market. What do you see? They'll work with us, stuff like that. And there's no crazy secrets about all this. I don't think they're tricking people, saying, hey, you better order it now because we need money now. I don't think I've never seen that. 100%, I am following the numbers and the math, and I think that is what's going on. Sorry, I had my shirts driving me nuts. Yeah. So they do call us and they warn us, and stuff like that. And they're still working with Good Morning Collectors. Oh, what's up, dude? See, Fail is real close to us, and he's not visited us yet. He should. He said he's in Illinois, I think, and dude, you're like an hour away from us. So, but that's the key, I think, for the new focus of your collection. If you're going to do that, things will downscale, and I think I've been preaching about that. And I know there's a lot of amazing, like Mike Costa, and like Payne, and like Sick, and you know, all the Queen Studio production, all this stuff is going on, and they want big pieces. Big pieces. I mean, everything's life size, everything's this and everything's that. I understand it. And once you get that big, you really downsize, right? But this is the time of year that, you know what, there are amazing pieces coming out that are 1/10 scale, 1/6 scale. You can fit more of them. They look, you know, but I do understand the appeal. But a lot of companies might downsize, and if Prime 1 starts going to the 1/4 scale, it's a downsized piece there. Do you have any news from Monducase? I know. Monducase, yeah, I do. They're still, so Monducase, what's up, Jeremy? So Monducase got the same problem that everybody else did, except that everybody got COVID, right? Their whole entire company. And guys, one thing about Monducase, guys, they're not that old, okay? This is a brand new company. They're as old as we are. I think we started at the same time. 2018, really 2018. I mean, we've dabbled into the company, you know, working how things work, maybe 2017. Barely knew what the hell we're doing 2016. We were just like a little thing in the side. 2018 is the year that we really kind of said, let's go. So Monducase is that old, 2018, and they started a company right when COVID hit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, and I've talked to Brian from Monducase. I keep saying Monducase. The same, they've rebranded. But yeah, so he's trying to get everything back in order and getting shipping out stuff. And so I've had heard from them, and hopefully things, you know, 2023 is that's another thing we're trying to work with them as well, too. So think that's all I got, man. If you want to join, so like I said, if you want to come to the gallery, we're open. That was one of the questions. We're open. I will be closed here. I will be open this day. You know, the warmer it gets here in the Midwest, you can come on in. If you're a YouTuber and you want to come, I'm still working on I have a whole this is the whole YouTube back area here. I know I got to stretch it out and do a couple things here, buy some tables and stuff, which we will. But if you're a YouTuber, you want to come in here, do a live stream, or you want to do an unboxing or something of one of our pieces, yeah, come on in. If you're in the area, I know there's a lot of, we will definitely want YouTubers to come in here, because we do support, we do love the whole content creation stuff. All right, about 14, 15 months wait times for one case are not okay. I get it. Yep, it's about it's about a year and a half. It's funny because I got one model, right? We got all that model. I forgot what model it was. I don't know. I forgot. Okay, we got them all and I shipped them all, but then the other one got delayed, right? It is what it is. Roman, what's up, dude? So I get it. I totally understand. And Prime, I'm more pissed at Prime One. Really, seems like China is shutting down again. Guess that's out of our control. Yep, Jerry, I got into that as well too. You got to follow kind of the news and stuff. And if you don't know what the hell's going on, yep, 650. Yeah, thank you, Josh. If you don't know what the hell's going on in a hobby, ask me. That's my job. Okay, I will answer. And that's one of the perks of being a member, Collector's Zone and the Cantina and stuff. Just ask me questions, man. You're never bugging me. A lot of people don't want to ask me things because they think of bugging me and stuff. You don't bug me. I do this for a living. Crazy, huh? I do this for a living. So ask me questions about industry, this, that. If any YouTubers want to do giveaway, we do a lot of giveaways, stuff like that. You know, whatever. Come talk to us. All right, I think the show's been too long. So we're probably gonna do this every 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks. So I'll pop up another post, and if you have any questions and stuff, I'll throw them up here. And I'm sure I'm missing stuff because you will miss stuff. And I think UPS didn't even ship anything in here. I think UPS just dropped off Funko stuff, which we're almost done with. But I am starting to ship stuff out today. I will be open today. I'll be closed Friday, whatever, blah, 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 blah. But anyways, expect some more codes. Ryan, I would, like I said, join that Cantina. Guys, have a great day. And I will be around, and I'm sure there'll be POs dropping today as well too. So if you have any questions after the show, you know where to find me. A newsletter dropping in the afternoon. Yep, Chris right there. Chris is our behind the scenes code guy. He's a master website crazy. Marco's straight up. He's always on us. Thanks, Edwin. Yep, thanks. Gotta watch replay. Yeah, man. Anything you missed here, man, just let me know. All right, guys. Have a good one. Look at my finger. Look at that. That tour attendant. Isn't that crazy? Happy holidays, guys. Peace out.